I'm sorry, but now I just want to cry. What was I doing last week? This book is so good. I have lots of questions and I need answers. Guys, I had the sudden very good idea. Let me tell you, I spend a lot of time on my phone, okay? Sometimes I watch a series and then I just play a game on my phone while I'm technically listening to the series on the background. I was watching Sarah Caroli and she made my most used app controls how much I read. In an hour there's obviously 60 minutes, so every hour is like 60 pages. So I was looking at my phone and I was like, I wonder how much time I spend on my phone. Guys, I cannot. No. On Monday, I spent 5 hours and 48 minutes on my phone. And 2 hours of that was with TikTok. Look, I know every morning I do like to watch TikTok. And I spend like most of the time like 30 minutes every morning on TikTok, and then when I go to bed I spend like about 30 minutes again. What did I do for 2 hours? Where? What? And then I went to Thursday. I spent on TikTok 3 hours. Oh, 3 hours. I was 6 hours busy on my phone. I'm sorry, but now I just want to cry. So, you know what? Thank you, Sarah, because I am going to change this. I am going to let pretty much TikTok, because TikTok is the one that I spend the most time on apparently. On Saturday it was Safari. But that's because of Wordle. That took me a very long time, okay? Anyway, we are going for the next 5 days. So from Monday to Friday, we are going to swap. We are... My most used app is going to control how much I read. That's what we're gonna do. So today I spend 2 hours on TikTok, so I need to read 120 pages. And for that, I'm going to... This book has kind of been on like the back of my mind for a very long time now. I don't even know the last time that I picked it up. But we are going to read Heartless by Elsie Silver. I've read like 8% in it, so I have to read for 6 more hours, it says. But that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm at page 41 of 414. And this is what we're going to do for the next week, because that's kind of insane. So I will see you when I finished my 120 pages, or tomorrow when I need to do another. We'll see. We'll see. Wow, I am not looking my best. But anyway, I obviously wanted to read or finish Heartless by Elsie Silver. Except it is now 22:45 and I've read one chapter and I was like, this is not... I don't know, I find it very hard to read about children. And I know that everyone says that she does that very well, but I still need to read... I think I've only read like 10 pages. So I still need to read 110. And it's already like 15 minutes before 11, so I'm gonna need to read in bed for quite a while. Which is good, because that means that I'm not gonna go on TikTok, because once I get tired, when I finish my pages, I'll just have to sleep. Sounds pretty good to me. Except I was a little bit like, what else can I read? You know? What else? Because maybe it's just also like I'm not really into the maybe I'm just not really into the cowboy romance at the moment, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna search a little longer. I'll get back to you. So I started yesterday in the rom-comers. Can kind of tell. I think I read until 1 a.m. Oops. It's because I couldn't get into Heartless. Like, I tried reading 2 chapters and I just couldn't get into it, so that's that. You know, that happens. So I ended up looking last night to a different romance book. I saw that I had on my Kobo library, the rom-comers. I'm assuming I paid for it a while ago. But I read 119 pages. I only needed to read 110, but I had to finish my chapter. I couldn't go to sleep without finishing a chapter. Today, we are going to look at the screen time from Tuesday last week, since it is Tuesday. Tuesday I was on my phone for, oh, this is really embarrassing, but 6 hours and 12 minutes. What was I doing last week? I feel like last week was a really bad week. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I spent 3 hours and 2 minutes on TikTok, which again, TikTok is my most used app. So that means that I need to read 182? Yeah, 182 pages today, which I will be able to make it. The book is very interesting. It's about 2 screenwriters. One who is the guy who is very famous, and he has written like a lot of screenplays, and every screenplay that he wrote has been made into a movie. And the girl had to put off her dream of becoming a screenwriter because she needed to take care of her dad, who got really sick, and her mom passed away, and her little sister had to go to college, so she was the only one who could take care of her dad. And because of that, she kind of let she put her dreams on hold. I feel the moment she doesn't really think about ever really returning. But then her friend is contacting her, and he's like, I have a job for you, and it's with one of your favorite screenwriters, and you have to come to LA for the next 6 weeks. And she's like, I don't know about that. But her family kind of pushes her into it, and then she gets there, and that guy is like, I don't want anyone to help with my screenwriting. By the way, he needs help because he wrote romance screenwriting, and it sucked. And that's like that's the only thing that she writes, pretty much, that she really enjoys writing. But he doesn't. Yeah, and now I'm kind of just at the part where he's like, no, I don't want you here, but you can sleep for like 1 night, and then you have to go back to your hometown. That's kind of where I'm at. Anyway, I've been enjoying it so far, so I'm going to keep reading in this for the next 182 pages. And then I will get back to you. She's so cute. She knows I have really bad anxiety today. My parents are leaving for the day. Oh. My parents are leaving for the day, and there are 2 men in the garden working. And my anxiety is holding me back from sitting downstairs and giving them coffee and stuff like that, because I didn't even know my parents were going to be away for most of the day, so having them gone is a little shock to the system. And I know that tomorrow they're going to be gone too, but I made sure that hopefully my sister is going to be here working from home, my home, her parents' home, to keep me company, because otherwise my anxiety will kill me. It will. So for tomorrow I have a solution. Today I don't, because I didn't know, which is kind of stupid because I should have known. I should have looked at the agenda, but apparently I didn't. And I just need to pick up my book and read those 182 pages so that I feel like I at least accomplished something. I also have no idea how I'm going to eat lunch downstairs, by the way. Like, I'm literally thinking, like, how can I bring my lunch upstairs? Because I need to make it, but I need to make it downstairs. Maybe I'm just gonna eat like a late lunch. Literally my best friend in the whole wide world. Anyway, I did make myself a cup of coffee, so I don't know how I'm gonna drink it with you on me like this. But I also don't want to disturb you. You're so cute. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say to you guys. Anxiety is very much real in my life. I just finished the 182 pages that I needed to read for today, and I read a little bit extra because, again, I had to finish my chapter. I can't go and stop in the middle of a chapter. This book is so good, and I think it's because I really, really enjoy the way that they are not together because of physical attraction. You know, like they're kind of forced together to work together, right? On this rom-com that they need to write. And they just made this whole routine where she's like swimming at 5 a.m. They're, after that, they're taking a shower. I mean, not together, but they just have this whole morning routine in the bag, and then they ride together for the rest of the day, and they make foods, and it's just like, it's so comforting, and it doesn't have anything to do with like a physical attraction or anything. It's literally just enjoying each other's company, having fun with each other, laughing, making jokes, just that whole comforting thing in a relationship. I really, really love to read about that. Obviously, she's like a massive fan of him, so she obviously finds him attractive or something, but that's not what the author has wrote as much. You know, like the author is writing more about how comfortable she is, how it's nothing about how sexy someone looks, how beautiful somebody looks. Like, it's just, I mean, obviously you can tell from the guy that he's attracted to her because he says things like, "You're literally standing here in just a bathing suit. There's nothing underneath there." And it's like, yeah, obviously there's nothing underneath there. I'm in a bathing suit. I'm gonna swim. Doesn't make any sense, but I love it so much because it doesn't feel like I'm reading some erotic book. You know, like, this is just, it's so cute. It's so comforting. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to read. Like, 100%. And I think for some people this could be seen as boring, but I really love it. I love how it's not sexy the whole time, how it's not like flirting the whole time. I just love that comfort feeling that I'm getting, like I'm with them. Like I'm just enjoying their company too. I made the funniest purchase ever. And I mean, like, ever. I've seen a few people on TikTok who have this, and I saw it today in the store. Technically my sister saw it in the store. It's to read while laying down. So put it on and I can only see you like this. So that was the funniest purchase I made today. I am gonna try it out in bed. Oh yeah, I still need to put my PJs on, but I am pretty much ready for bed. And we're gonna see if this is actually kind of nice. I don't know. It was pretty nice when I was just sitting still, but once you move with these glasses, you get very disoriented and a little nauseous. It is 11:15 and I still need to read 80 pages. I hope you can see something. But the glasses are going on. Okay. This works great. Highly recommend. And laying down with it does not hurt your eyes, as it does when you're walking and trying to catch a ball. Because that did hurt my eyes. I was so dizzy and nauseous. This is great. Like, my neck doesn't hurt right now. I'm not laying in weird positions. My hands don't hurt because I'm not technically holding up the book. Because I'm like letting it rest on my tummy. I think these €8 that I paid for at Flying Tiger actually kind of good. Who would have thought? Okay, so yesterday I had to read until chapter 26 and I ended up reading one chapter extra because it was kind of funny what I was reading. So I'm now at page 258 and I think I only have like 60 chapters to go. 60 chapters? No, 60 pages. So let's find my phone and see how many pages I need to read today. I remembered my phone was on the hallway. So let's go to my screen time. See what last week had in store for me. It's now Thursday, so we only have today and tomorrow. And yesterday, last week on Thursday, I spent an hour and 57 minutes on TikTok. That's kind of insane. That's another 117 pages, so I definitely finished this one today. And then I just need to figure out what my next book is going to be. I'm going to start my morning routine. And I'll see you guys once I finish this and found a new one. I think we have a 5-star book here. So I still need to read 60 pages. I've been back from my walk. I just ate lunch and I just figured out. I just chose a random book from a bookcase, one that I've been looking at every single time and I've never picked up, which is called A Madness of Sunshine. It is a thriller, I believe. Murder mystery. The internationally best-selling author Nalani Singh returns with a compulsive thriller about a small town populated by secrets and lies. Because I just finished a romance, I was like, let's go, because that was all cute and stuff. Let's go into the little madness. So let me read you the back. Golden Cove is a peaceful town. That is, until one fateful summer when tragedy shatters the trust holding the community together. All that's left. Why is that sentence so weird? When tragedy shatters the trust. When tragedy shatters the trust holding the community together. All that's left are whispers behind closed doors, broken friendships, and a silent agreement to never look back. But they can't run from the past forever. 8 years later, a young woman disappears without a trace, and the residents of Golden Cove wonder if their home shelters something far more dangerous than an unforgiving landscape. The town's dark past and haunted present are about to collide in a murder mystery that's been years in the making. Sounds pretty good to me. I bought it for 50% off, so great for me. Can I take that off actually? Anyway, this is 342 pages, so I definitely need to read some. But I still have 80 pages to read, right? It was 80, right? 60. Even better. I only need to read 60 pages. So I'm gonna start in this. I have another bookmark that I've made a while ago. Gonna use that. And I'll see you tomorrow or when I want to talk about this book. Okay guys, don't freak out. Oops. I did it. It's super hot here. I need to turn the aircon on. But my sister said that it would look really cute if I have short hair, and I've been thinking about cutting my hair short, but I keep saying like, okay, if I see a sign, I'll do it, and my sister was my sign. So I have short hair now. I let my mom cut it because I don't want to go to a hairdresser because of my really bad anxiety. It's no fun. I really hope you can't hear the air conditioner, but it's insane here. And my dog is busy there and I don't want her to overheat. I could deal with it, but she can't. Okay, it's just a baby. So anyway, it's today, Friday. It's the last day that I am going to let my most used app choose how many pages I read. Last night I ended up reading the pages that I needed to read. So, and even an extra chapter. Can you imagine? What? Yeah, I actually read one chapter extra because it got a little intense. It's making a lot of noise now. But yeah, it got a little bit intense, and so I just had to read that one chapter because I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me just look up what I saw. So last week I was on my phone for 5 hours. And I was for that time 2 hours on TikTok. Woo! This is really concerning. I have no idea what happened last week. I don't know. Which means that I need to read 121 pages, which I already counted is I need to read until, if I don't want to finish in the middle of chapter, I need to read until chapter 35, which is on page 184. That's this much, guys. This much that I need to read today. That's kind of insane. And it's already like 1:30. I just walked my dog because it is super hot outside. It's 27 and it's going to be 30 degrees, which is insanely hot, especially after the week we've had. We've had like a really rainy, cloudy week, and now we're just going to extreme heat. So that's not nice, but I walk my dog now because it's only getting hotter at this point. And I walked her this morning quite early. I was awake around 8:30 anyway, so I just walked her at 9. She's now just chilling. I'm really happy that my room can actually provide some coolness for her. Yeah, that was kind of... Oh, and then I cut my hair. Well, my mom cut it for me. So, a bit of a random morning. And I am even thinking, look, it's getting like curly. I did not do that. That's just because I blow dried my hair. And it just does that, apparently. But I'm even thinking about going even shorter. Like till here. I think that would be adorable, but I'm also kind of scared because I do have an under chin. That's something for later. We're now going to just do this, and if I want to cut it shorter, I think I would go to a hairdresser because I have a feeling I gave mom a bunch of anxiety by having her cut my hair. But she did a great job though. Like, I think it still looks like amazing. It just, I told her that we could go shorter, but she was scared, so I think I'm just gonna go to the hairdresser after this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into this book. At this point, like I said, I'm 60 pages in, so there's not much. I mean, there's a lot going on, but I'm also still getting to know the characters, and so far we are following this one girl called Anari. Well, anyway, I think her name is Anari. And we are following Will, who is a cop. He's one of the first cops in Golden Cove. He got sent there because something happened, and because he's such a very good cop. They didn't want to leave. They didn't want to let him go, so they just put him in like a spot where nothing could happen, or at least they thought so, I guess. Because now there is a missing person, a missing woman, and on the back it says, we all know who the killer is. We all know them. Yeah, whoever took her knew her, and you know them. So obviously I'm already thinking, like, who? Is it the boyfriend? Is it a stepdad? Is it somebody like a nice little neighbor, like an old little granny or something? Like so I'm really intrigued with the book. The writing style is quite easy. The chapters are super short, which is actually kind of nice. I don't have chapters that most of the time that has like 3 pages. But yeah, they're still looking for the missing girl, so I probably won't be able to finish this book in this video, or maybe I will. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued on what's happening. I'm intrigued what happened to Will. Apparently he has like some scars on his back, and I really wonder what happened to her ex-husband. No, I think it was her husband. I don't think they were exes yet. But he was cheating and he died. I'm like, curious about that. Curious about both of these characters, and curious about what's going on with the woman who's missing. Like, what happened there? I have lots of questions and I need answers. I'll see you guys once I've probably finished my pages. Let me get the books that I read. So, with all the pages I had to read, I feel like I kind of have cheated, because at some point, now in the beginning, I was obviously reading on my Kobo, but every page that you read on your Kobo is not like an actual page in the book. So I feel like if I did have the book with me, I would have obviously known how many pages I actually need to read, or like till which chapter. So I think I would have finished this quicker if I actually did that, but I didn't have the actual book with me, obviously. I only bought it once I've already was 50% in, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have it. So I only finished one book completely in this video, and which was The Rom-Commers. I gave this 5 stars. I absolutely adored it. I loved how it just went along with the characters, you know, like there was no like really what's the word, it wasn't like super sexy, it was just like a cute little romance with not any sexual acts in it. Intimate acts. I don't know, it was really cute. I loved how it just showed the cozy side of her relationship, the spending time together, the funny moments in a relationship, you know, without them actually having yet a relationship. But it did show how well they were getting along with each other. I loved it. I really, 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 really loved it. So 5 stars. That was great. And then I started in A Madness of Sunshine, which is a suspense, a compulsive thriller. I have not finished this yet. I haven't read since Friday, to be honest, because the weekend was just a little bit busier than I expected. So I didn't finish it, but I will tell you it's a bit slow. At the moment, I think I'm thinking about giving this 3 stars. Except if in the next 55%, 45%, we're getting like some hell of a twist. You know, like if we're really like picking up the pace and stuff like that, it could become a 4 star. But for the moment, it's a 3 star, which is fine. It's a good book. Intriguing enough to continue, which is why I'm giving which is why I think it's going to be a 3-star. Okay, anyway, we've talked enough. I am pretty happy with the books I've read. Really happy that I found 5-star. Like, whoa, whoa. Insane. But yeah, this was such a fun video to make. It definitely, I don't know if it really works with not being on my phone. I still think that I was a lot on my phone in the meantime, but that also had to do with my anxiety, and then trying to like rot it my brain out with TikTok, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, this was really fun to do, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.